everyone, welcome to ACE Online. Here I am going to discuss a very important job notification which was released by the SBI. So SBI come up with a total post of 169 in SO category of assistant manager. So let's try to understand what are the posts and what are the qualification, what is the numeration and what is the thing that we need to do if we want to write this particular examination. So let's start with the number of posts. So here if we do talk about the name of the post, so the name of the post that we are having is the assistant manager. In the assistant manager we are having the subcategories. We are having the civil, electrical and the fire. Now if we do talk about how many posts we are having for the specific category, so for the assistant manager civil we are having a total vacancy of 42. We are having a total vacancy of 42. Now if we do talk about the electrical one, for the electrical one we are having 25 total number of posts, and for the fire one we are having the maximum number of posts, which is nothing but 101. There's one more thing, there's a one vacancy for the civil one which belongs from the backlog vacancy and there's only one vacancy in it, and if you do the total we got total 169 posts. There's one more thing which we need to take care is of age limits. So if we do talk about the age limit, as per 1st October 2024 for the civil one and for the civil and the electrical one, the minimum age required is 21 years and the maximum required is of 30. The same follows with for the backlog one. But if we do talk about the fire one, here the minimum age that we required or the SBI required is 21, but the maximum age that they require is 40. Yes, there is some relaxation as well as per the categories that you can check in the detailed notification which is released by the SBI, and you can easily able to get it on the official website, right? Now let's talk about what are the education qualification which we required if we want to write this particular examination. First, let's talk about the assistant manager for the civil one. If we belongs from the civil engineering, then we can easily able to write this particular examination. All we need is a bachelor degree in civil engineering with a minimum of 60% of marks, right? We need a minimum 60% marks in the civil engineering from a recognized university or institution. And there's one more thing which is required is a work experience. Minimum 2 years of work experience is required, and you can go in the details, right? Now, if we do talk about the electrical engineering, then again we require a bachelor degree in electrical engineering from a recognized university or institution, again with a minimum 60% of the marks. And here also we required a minimum 2 years of work experience. Again, you can go in the details, right? Now, let's try to understand the same thing for the fire one. So, if you belong in this category, then the essential qualification that we need is BE Fire from the National Fire Service College, that is NFSC Nagpur, BE or BTech in Safety and Fire Engineering, BE or BTech in Fire Technology and Safety Engineering, or equivalent 4-year degree in fire safety. So basically you need this basic qualification, and apart from that there's some other requirements as well in the work experience, and you can go through it, right? And in this one, the specific skill is also required, and if you will see, there is no specific skill is required in the civil and the electrical one, but for the fire one, there is a specific skill is also required. So if you are going to fill this particular form, then please do go through the notification, the detailed notification carefully, and after that only fill this particular form, right? Now, let's talk about the remuneration, how much salary we will get. So here they just write down all the basics that you will get, and after that they also mention that these people are eligible for the DA, HRA, CCA, PF and some other pension fund and so on, right? Now let's talk about what are the selection process. So if you are going to write down the civil one or the electrical one, for you people, you have to write the online test first, online written test first, and after that there's an interaction, or we can say an interview, right? But if you belongs from the fire category, then what you have to do, you are not going to write any online test in this one. There's only the shortlisting, and after that there's an interaction, or you can understand as a interview. Yes, if you are going to fill the form, there is a fee which is mentioned in the detailed notification. Again, you can just simply go through the detailed notification once before writing this particular, before filling this particular form, right? Now, what are the tentative dates of this online written test? So, according to the notification till now, the tentative month which is given over here is January 2025. Right now, we are running in the November, in the ending of November. Now, if you want to write down for this particular examination, start preparing accordingly. As per the tentative date, the month is January 2025, right? Now, what are the syllabus that we need to cover if we are going to write down the online test over here? So, the first one is general aptitude. In the general aptitude, again we are having the reasoning, quantitative aptitude and the English language, and after that we also write down the professional knowledge according to the branches. If you are from the civil, then you have to write down the questions, or you need to solve the questions from the civil, and if you are from the electrical, then same follows for the electric one, right? They have to solve the question from the electric branches, right? Now the number of questions and the marks. So from the reasoning, we are having 50 questions which carry 50 marks. Quantitative aptitude, 35 questions, 35 marks. English language, 35 questions, 35 marks. And just to solve these particular 3 subjects, you are having a time of 90 minutes, right? Now let's talk about the professional knowledge. Here 50 questions carries 100 marks, and the time limit that we are having over here is 45 marks. There's a best thing which is mentioned over here is there will be no negative marking. Everyone is having this doubt in their mind that whether there's a negative marking or not. So they clearly mention there will be no negative marking for the wrong question in the online written examination, right? Apart from that, they also mention what is the weightage pattern. So for the written test, they are giving a weightage of 70%, and for the interview, there is a weightage of 30%. Now, there's one important thing, how to apply. So if you want to apply for this particular test or the vacancy, what you can do, you can just simply log into this particular website, or you can also go through the official website of SBI and just simply go through the careers and so on. And after that, these are the some steps that you can apply if you want to apply for this particular post. So all the very best from our side. Thank you.